Big pharmaceutical companies from the US and EU are killing Africans. Africa's ruling political elite are allowing them to do so. Early this year in January.
Hi, this is Jeanette, and I'm trying to smile because my grandson said he don't like the tone of my voice. But I've been reading things, and I've talked to you about the publication or the policy, United States policy regarding the NSSM 200, and it talks about depopulation and how to attain it. One of the big factors is abortion. Now, when they put not abortion per se, but birth control, including abortion, all right? So now I'm talking to these two young men, and I'm discussing with them about how they feel. We're talking about these birth control pills and different objects that they use, the IUDs and the different shots in the arm and all the things they're doing for women birth control pill and even abortion itself. And I'm telling them, and it says in the article about how many women suffer and they die, and how many women should have abortion and what. And I'm telling them the psychological problems, the health problems that are caused because a woman aborts a baby, that the man, they have a pill for a man. And when I told them they have a pill for a man, Kelvin Magia, he freaked out. Because, that's one thing I found out. They're not asking these men, but they're talking about depopulation. These are two African men. And I'm going to tell you something, them African men like to have babies. But it's not the men that are getting abortions, it's the women. And sometimes the women have problems with getting abortion because their husbands don't want them to have an abortion. So they do it in secret. But these men have to be responsible. So depopulation, now you're thinking about, they say for the developing countries, in that NSSM 200, they said developing countries, they want to reduce the population. Well, if you want, it's kind of funny to me, you want to reduce the population, but then you're worried about the women dying that are having the babies. So you're aborting the babies so the women won't die. Death to me is death. You're killing the baby and keeping the woman. I don't understand this. I'm getting confused about your humanitarian things that you what is intended. Why is it you're not worried about the baby that comes into the world and you can kill him or her, but you cannot, that the woman dies, you got problems because she was going to take care of that baby? We should have systems fixed up that where we can provide for care for each other. And so I'm asking these men, I'm asking you, my grandson.
Yes, ma'am.
My grandson, Olanaka. Turn that telephone off. I'm asking my grandson. Grandson?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think? They have a pill for men? And if the man takes a pill, then we don't have to worry about abortion. Because a woman can't get pregnant by herself.
Okay. So let me get your question. You mean why do women take abortion pills and men don't take pills for control?
No, not control.
Okay.
They can screw all they want to, but take a pill that when that seed comes out, it does not populate. It does not it doesn't need any fertilization. It's just what we call a blank. He's shooting blanks.
Oh, okay.
It won't take effect. It won't pick up. It won't fertilize an egg.
Okay.
Okay. So the fact of it is, if a woman gets pregnant, and they got several ways of removing that baby. One of the ways is through abortion. Mm-hmm. That's the main way of taking the baby is through abortion. And they got different methods for abortion. And right now they're letting the baby get almost where his ears, eyes, nose, teeth, mouth, everything, lungs, liver, everything's developed. And they're sucking those babies out in tubes. And you're not there. But you were the one that put the baby in there in the first place. So why aren't you responsible? Why don't they do something with you? What do you feel about taking an abortion pill?
Okay. My own opinion is one. We are different genders, you see, and God has created us differently, but for a specific purpose. And the way I see it, what makes us a man is the ability for our manhood to rise. And to us, we feel the insecurity of when we take it is and when we take it and it has any side effect on us, and we are not able to perform our duties as a man, then it becomes complicated. Assuming we are to take something that will make our manhood stand from now to tomorrow, a lot of men will patronize that product.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. It doesn't make your manhood not stand. You will still be able to wave your flag.
Even at that, a lot of men will not take it.
Why? Why, Kevin? Is he telling the truth?
A lot of men will not take it, regardless whatever you want to preach about it. A lot of men are so scared of having to lose the ability of their manhood not rising.
That's true.
That's the only thing that
Well, what
makes you
about
a
a
man,
woman?
not the
Womanhood-
body.
What
Not the
about a
body.
woman? They go up there and pull that baby out. Do you think it does not affect the vagina area? Her vaginal area is just as important as yours.
Well, it has been proven times without number that women are stronger than men.
That's true.
But
There's
does
no-
that make a difference? Because I'm stronger than you. No, wait a minute. I'm stronger, but not smarter, right? You all are smarter than us, right? Am I
No,
right?
I disagree.
Well, why are you all in it?
Women are stronger, smarter than men.
Well, why are you in command and authority?
Because
Why
God-
in your
that-
church, it says that the man is the head, he's the leader. Why in the devil is he the leader? If I'm stronger, I'm smarter. Why? Give me an answer to that.
Because that's how it has been. That's how God wanted it.
And so God didn't want you to take no pill because you couldn't wave your flag if you took a pill. Is that correct?
God did not. God has nothing to do with this. Is just women's decision. We are fragile. We are scared of
You're
those products.
fragile. You're
We don't wanna-
fragile.
we
What?
don't wanna-
I can take them yanking a baby out of me, cutting me open, carrying one for 9 months, and you all cannot crop your seed. You telling me that if you take a pill, Kevin,
Yes.
all you do is make your necessary tool will stand up just like it did before. You won't know the difference. But when you pass a seed, that seed will not take hold. It will be a seed that is not.
be watering.
It won't take hold. It won't be able to be fertilizing egg. That's all I'm doing. And you don't have to do nothing but that. And then they have another thing they call a vasectomy. And I don't know exactly how they do it, but they clip some kind of tubes in the scrotum, and then they so that you still don't have no problems standing, don't have no problems with an erection. But when you when your seed comes forth, it will not produce a baby.
Well, a lot of like.
But you're
I
not
said,
sick. You don't get side effects. The pill you might get side effects.
like I said, we are so scared to in taking those things. The body does not make you a man. You having the body of a man doesn't make you a man. What really makes you a man is your manhood. And if you lose your manhood, then
Well,
you
how
are-
can you didn't lose your manhood by taking the pill? You just took the pill.
Well, we
So you
we
gonna
don't, we
tell
don't
me
know.
you-
We don't know about that. I mean, a lot of us don't know. You see, we don't know. It doesn't matter how they try as much as possible to showcase it. To us, we don't want to try it.
Okay, now your women are dying. They just got through. You remember, Kevin?
Yes.
It said the women are dying, right?
Yes, of course.
The women are dying. They're taking out babies. They're formed. They're sucking them through this tube. Women are having psychological problems. Some of them are dying if they say they're dying if they don't have it, and they're dying if they have it. And then they're taking all kinds of pills. They're taking shots, pills. They're getting tubes tied. They have a IUD and a whole bunch of other stuff.
And yet-
just so you
and
will not
yet-
have to take a pill, so you won't fertilize it.
And
They're
yet
doing all-
they live longer than men.
That's true.
Oh,
Yet
so
they
you
live
think-
longer than men.
So you think that because because the seeds coming out of your body can fertilize, you think that that makes you, maybe you would live longer if you stop fertilizing so many things. Because a man can fertilize 10 women in one,
That's right.
Let me add something.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay. First of all, you have to understand that the target are women, not men, because they're the one who get pregnant.
But,
Not that.
but you're the one that make them pregnant. You act like this. You act like the tree made them pregnant, or the peach made them pregnant. You made them pregnant
And
with your pleasure. You went to heaven. You dropped off and came back out, and you started something. You building another kingdom because you produced a baby.
and I think this pills is not right to men because sperms are very sensitive to compare to.
Are you kidding? You got 1,000 of them that come out at one time.
That's why you can say that if you are targeting the sperms, you can, furthermore, you can not produce anymore if you are continue fighting with men reproductive system.
David, you're not going to get away from this. You got to come. You're not going to get out of this. You're not going to get out of this. I'm talking about birth control for men. How come y'all can't do birth control?
What you mean?
How come you can't take a pill? How come you can't get a vasectomy? Why do we have to go through all this stuff? Why do we have to? They're trying to reduce the population. And why are they starting with us and not starting with you? Because if you don't release seed, we don't get pregnant. So these young men are telling me the reason why they don't want to do it because they're afraid they lose their manhood. And he even said that, I don't know how I want that because they're crazy. We go through all this. We lay down.
But the woman doesn't lose her womanhood.
Oh, well,
So therefore, when they take precautions, how they figure they will lose their manhood. If the woman takes precaution and she doesn't lose her womanhood, why can't the man take precaution so that he doesn't produce anything and he doesn't lose his manhood?
Okay, I will answer.
And we don't need to abort no
Let me
baby.
explain something.
Okay, I'm listening.
Let me explain something. The way God has created women, you guys see your period every month, right? Doing monthly, you see your period. Women, we don't see period, which means when you see your period as a woman, everything in you flushes out. But let me land. But it stays with us, and I can tell you for free that a lot of men die before their wives. You see, women are stronger than men. Women are wiser than men.
Well, since we talked about God, let's go on down there. Okay. First of all, they said that they made you first. God made you first.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. And he made you head. In fact, we can't exist without you. Without you, we cannot exist because you are the strength. You're smarter. Adam knew it, but Eve was deceived. And because she was deceived, we women suffer all this stuff about y'all being the boss and you know everything.
If we are to go down that route,
now wait a minute. But you said they're stronger.
I will still say
Where
you guys
in the Bible
ate the
does it
apple
say women
before
are
us.
Huh?
It's not written in the Bible, but it has been proven scientifically. You guys are stronger. Going through 9 months labor, no man can do that.
No, because he's not equipped to do it.
That is it.
But that doesn't keep him from not being able to have seeds that could fertilize an egg, which is a simple process. Why should I go through the process of abortion, taking pills, disrupting my body, doing all that stuff, and you walking around here like Free Willy, swinging what? That's what they're doing. That's what they're asking for. If they do it, they're not a man. If we do it, we're women, but they stay being men.
Well, the men have for many years subjected the woman to prevent having children. Even when he has sex and does not take protection, he gets angry at the woman for getting pregnant.
Yeah.
Now, he pregnated her,
He did.
but he gets mad at her
For getting
yeah,
pregnant.
yeah. You know we don't want any
She's
kids,
totally
and you get
responsible.
pregnant. Okay, but he's the pregnator, so he's the one that pregnated her. So therefore, she's supposed to do something and prevent from getting pregnant while he runs around and have his fun. He goes and have sex, he leaves and run up and down the street energized, and he leaves that woman with the decision.
And then he beating on his chest because he got a hookup, but he don't want to feed it.
Yeah. So the thing is that, and then why is the woman subjected to all this medication, pills and things that is not naturally good for her body to keep from getting pregnant? And he continues on wanting his sex events.
Yeah.
And not taking anything to help her so that she would not have to take the pills. So why should he be free, pill free, and produce children, or tell them to go and have an abortion, which injures her body, risks her life, and he does nothing? Why is that? He does, and he's the one that makes these pills for the woman. These manufacturers are men, not women.
In fact, all them gizmos they develop are men, not women.
That was why I brought.
How come a man can't take a pill that a man developed? You tell me about some doggone side effects. We got all kind of side effects.
That was why I brought the aspect of senior period, because everything comes out. I mean, the pills you take.
I mean, wait a minute.
It flushes out.
First of all, wait a minute. About the period. Okay, you don't have what they call ovulation.
No.
That's right.
All right, you do not have ovulation, but we have ovulation. And so that ovulation that we have is so when we have sex with you, and you at a period when it can be fertilized, the egg is ready for you to fertilize. Now, there is a system that is not 100%, but it's 85%, that you will not have sex with us unless it's during the period of time that we cannot produce a baby. But no, you don't want to wait that long. You don't want it have to be taken to that. You want what you want right now. So then, therefore, we're between a rock and a hard place.
Mm-hmm.
But yet you don't want to take pills. But most of these men that their wives are taking pills or girlfriends are taking pills and they don't want babies, they say, baby, did you take your pill? That pill, the birth control pill they have in the United States, unless they changed it, the birth control pill they have in the United States causes all kinds of medical problems.
And cancer.
And cancer. Blood clots, cancer.
It changes.
Causes you to get fat. It causes a whole bunch of things.
It changes their body system. That's not the way her body should be functioning. But if she takes those pills to prevent getting pregnant, but that's not part of the norm. That's not, ovulation is part of her body function. The pill is not. The pill is not. And the man, he takes no pills.
No.
So it doesn't affect his health.
Well, he thinks if he takes a pill that he won't be able to have an erection. His flag won't wave. So he thinks that he takes a pill, it'll mess up his manhood. Ain't that something?
Well, see, that's an excuse for him to be responsible. Being irresponsible like a dog and run up and down the street, having sex up and down the street, not worrying about anything, that's the man. He doesn't worry about pregnancy. The woman does. He doesn't worry about, oh, I'm going to prevent her from getting pregnant. No, the woman has to protect herself if she just wants to. But the man, he just runs to have sex, and he has no afterthought afterward, other than he enjoyed himself and he's gone. He's gone for another day.
And he got a baby.
Yeah.
He left a baby behind.
Then he claims her for getting pregnant.
She should have been
when
taken
he said,
from
you know we didn't want any children right now. Well, wait a minute. Who pregnated her? So why is that coming out of his mouth?
Now, the reason why...
Why is he saying
the
that?
reason why I want to talk about this, on the program we have about NSSM 200, about depopulation. Don't you African men think that the only people that have to be worried about what's going on with me as a female, that I'm the only one carrying the burden? You're carrying the burden too. You're responsible too. So what are you letting them do to your women? You have that responsibility. You might not feel like it does, but it does. They don't tell you all that stuff. They got it on a little inscription, but they build it up in your mind so much that you don't want to have a baby because you're overpopulating and poverty and all those good things that they try to put your burden on. But the man is walking around here. He don't have that problem. He don't have that worry.
No, he has no worries regarding pregnating a woman. I tried. I made a mistake. Too late. She's pregnant. Because she's got to deal with whether she has an abortion or whether she has a baby. But if she has a baby, she has to go through all the changes and having a baby. If she has an abortion, she got to go through the changes that the abortion does to her. So, in the meantime, the man is sitting up there. I'm with you, honey. I got your back. I'm with you. Oh yeah. What does he suffer? What is he missing? Or what's changed in him? What health thing happened to him? The woman is the one whose life is at risk. Being pregnant or having an abortion, either one.
So
so therefore, how can you lose your man when you're not a man when you pregnate the woman? You're not a man if you go around pregnating people and don't care. You're not a man then. It's not after you pregnate and you're supposed to take a pill or something. It's not that. You're not a man to begin with, to deal with pregnancy. You're not a man. So that
does not, and in fact, if you don't care about me and the vessel that produces your children, if the woman produces your children, and that her production of those children should be in health, and she should be happy. Mm-hmm. She should be content. It's something you all work together. It's not something that's for the woman and not for the man. I don't care if you do have a menstruation period. That's not an excuse. And I know we are two genders. That's why we're having babies. Because that's the way it was made for us. It's no more our Creator no more made me to abort babies as he made you to abort babies. So if I go against his creation, it's okay. But if you go against his creation, that's bad. You can't do that because it will cause you a problem. You have far less problems doing on the male end than you do on the female end. But psychologically, you want to have that power of being able to create another human being.
Coco.
Okay, I'm listening.
Let me go back a little bit. I can say that it's possible for them to create these pills biologically for men to control the birth control because, men's daily they produce millions of sperms. And women release every month one egg. So it's easy to target one egg than millions of sperms, So it is in biological, it's difficult. So that
but you keep the egg. You keep the egg almost all month. I mean, there's a period of time when you can't get pregnant.
Yes, that's true.
There's a period of time when you can't get pregnant.
Yes.
Control that man wants to develop to have over a woman's body to tell her that you are responsible. I'm not responsible. It's your fault. It's your fault you look too good. I raped you. It's your fault that you enticed me. It's your fault that, I couldn't help myself. It's your fault. You need to do it. You need to do something about everything. I'm not responsible for doing anything about anything. So I'm checking, what you got the surety in is I'm a man, I'm checking my manhood. I'm maintaining my manhood.
I'm going to protect my manhood when I'm not being a man.
And that's not what makes a man.
See, that's why I said you're not a man. If you don't hold up to the responsibilities because you have a partner here, the responsibility, take responsibility. What are you talking about? Losing your manhood? You didn't have your manhood before because you're not a man. So that's the thing. They use that as an excuse. I'm gonna lose my manhood. Where's that been
But
proven?
having a sex drive and being able to fertilize is a part of what manhood is.
Yes.
It's not that is manhood.
But see, they talking about the whole thing. They're not going to be sexually or otherwise. They're not going to be that man. They're not going to be.
Well, let me tell you something about it. They got a whole lot of sick men around here. They can't wave a flag. They can't do nothing because they're on all kind of pills and they've been drinking, they've been smoking, they've been doing a lot of things, and they haven't been able to wave a flag since they were 40, 50 years old. So, but you still call them a man because they're not going to talk about it. But they exist, and we got to put up with that. We got to put up with you when you can, and we got to put up with you when you can't. But you're still yet a man. So there's nothing that says that if you take a pill to keep your seed from fertilizing my egg, that you're not a man. We can do without a lot of men. Do you know what? We don't need a lot of men. But in order to repopulate, you need a lot of women, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So there's something that you all need to do about us because it's a thing. If women are not happy, you all won't be happy because we're the ones that make you happy. We're the ones that nurse you. We're the ones that feed you. We're the ones that hold you. We're the ones that teach you till you get to a certain age. We teach you that you are a man. That's what we teach you that. Do you know how many people are living now that they told the mother that you need to abort that baby? And those people have been an asset to us in this world because the mother said no. So we have a lot of things to think about. Africa speaks. We need to make these people realize that we're going to make a determination and not let anybody else make a determination about who should live and who should die. Among Africans, I don't care where we are. And stop coming in sync because it wasn't one of our women that put this thing forth about abortion. We were created to repopulate the world. So I'm going to be nice, like my grandson said, and I'm going to say, hey, try to listen to the whole video. And if you don't agree, like I said, let me know you don't agree. But this is genetic. And I'm going to let you know how I feel about certain things. And I really am determined to get the information out there to let you know that some of these things people are doing are actually against us as a people. They might hide it under guise and try to disguise it. Like they're thinking about us, about all the Africans dying, the women dying because they're having babies. All the African women dying because they don't have the health care when they get pregnant. All the African women dying. We need a whole bunch of things. They could take care of a whole lot of things here in Africa that would stop women from having problems with birth. We need good medical care. We need sanitation. We need a lot of things that they can help us with. We need that more than we do infrastructure, roads and everything. We need infrastructure and health care. So instead of us stopping having babies, let's build our healthcare systems. Let's tend to what we need to tend to build us. We're the most powerful people in the world. You know why? Not because we made it that way, but we got 1.4 billion people and climbing. And we're the wealthiest continent in the world. We have over 60% of the world's wealth is here in Africa. Hey, this is Janetta, and you're watching Africa Speak